All right. Um, I got to, I gotta address this, and we're gonna do it publicly. I can't say all the details, but you know the details because I talked about the details before. There's been a huge miscarriage of justice. At this point, like it is, technically it's still pending. I would not normally go live about a court case because I try to, keep it confidential until the conclusion, the outcome. But this case is completely different because this is just a total joke at this point. So this is for the guy I caught in Oakland, Illinois. Um, I made it a point to drive all the way across the country to show up to this court hearing. I FOIA'd the police report in hopes of finding out who the member of the state attorney that made this decision to not take on the felony aspect of the case. They then, to my understanding, reduced it to some kind of prostitution charge. I think it was solicitation, something to that effect. Then I find out through court that they are reducing it to disorderly conduct. And on February 6th, they're trying to dismiss this case. This is an absolute joke. I've seen, if you look at the reviews for Cook County State Attorney, they've done this before to other cases. I usually would not go live about things like this. I try to keep it very careful and try to keep the complaints within the court. But this is a public issue because I no longer trust their ability to handle a case at all. I was not allowed to complain against any of the decisions that were made. So this is just a public issue at this point. Cook County can't handle criminal matters at all. This is out of Oakland, Illinois. This is in Cook County. This is a state attorney's office. I have the number below. I'm going to go live on Rumble and give all the details on this case. Okay, all the details as much as I can. This is kind of the part where I repeat myself a lot, but it's just kind of to direct people to Rumble. I can't really get into like specifics here because, as you know, YouTube loves the people that we catch way more than the people that catch them. It's a fact. You know it. I know it. Um, the idea that this is basically going to be reduced to a traffic ticket to get dismissed. I saw the predator in court. He had a rightful look of relief because Cook County can't do their job. So, I'm going to go into the detail of this on Rumble. My Rumble link. And I'm just going to read everything, go into everything. I no longer care or respect Cook County enough to even keep the information about a pending case confidential. At this point, it doesn't really matter. At best, it would be what disorderly conduct. It doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter. It's a banana court. So this is going to be just handled through public outreach and the state attorney's office as much as we can get. Whatever we need to do. Obviously, it's Ryan. Yeah, people probably won't like take the issue seriously, but I'm just gonna continue talking about it until I'm shut up, and people can try to do that. So how about that? So I'm gonna find the Rumble link to my to my Rumble. I don't know, it's loading extremely slowly. Trying to give my Rumble link out. It's just a blank page. Why is this a blank page? Okay. I think I found it. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to pin the link. Not the link to the stream. A link to where I'm going to go live. And we're going to get into all of it. We're going to get into all of it. We're going to get into all the details. You can access Rumble for free. I'm going to try talking about it on Facebook. I don't care if they want to cry and show and say that I shouldn't have went live about this case, even though it's a pending thing. But the problem is it's at best, it's going to be disorderly conduct anyway. It's going to be a motion to dismiss. I will eat whatever the cost is as far as speaking out about this. It doesn't matter what they will do anyway. I'm on Kick right now. I think I can go on Kick too. I can also go on Kick. If anyone wants to go on Kick, I'm going to be talking about this on Kick. I've just started establishing my presence there. I don't really care necessarily what happens with Kick. I know YouTube will, kind of not like it if, we start speaking out against, the powers that be and the people that we catch. So that's actually a good idea. I'm going to be live on Kick. If I can, I think I'm also going to be live on Instagram. And I'm going to be live on Rumble. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to make my public case. What I would have said if I was going to make a complaint. And hopefully, I don't know. It can go as far as it can go. If no one cares, no one cares. It's what it is. If no one cares that they're probably, if someone else, another predator catcher, catches them in their area and they do a diligent job as well, that will be dismissed. If that's not an issue here, then it's not an issue here. I don't know. But I'm going to address it. So, what Cook County did, here's just kind of a summary. They the first thing was they decided to not move forward with felonies. And they reduced the charges to solicitation of prostitution, something to that degree. And then they reduced it to, after that, I'm showing up in court for that. Then they reduced it to disorderly conduct, I found out. And I was not notified at all about this. So at this point, I'm just completely going public about every single bit of this. I no longer care about the outcome of the court case. Yeah, this is my Instagram. So I'm going to be live on Instagram. We're going to go live on Kick. We're going to go live on Rumble. And I am going to read all of the chat logs to figure, to make my case as far as why this should be taken seriously. So, yeah, if anyone wants to follow my Rumble or Instagram, you guys have my Instagram. I think everything was strong enough. Oh, and the thing is, I also repeatedly asked what, why they even came to this decision, and they refused to tell me. They didn't even let me know the person who made the decision. And I'm going to read all of the chat logs. So we'll make a collective decision on why they wouldn't take this case. He said his plan, knowing the girl's 13, was to have sex with what they believe to be a minor, a 13-year-old girl, at his mother's house. He shows a picture of condoms in the chat logs. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to go live about. And yeah, I'm going to do that right now. But I'm gonna do more of a reading. I think I can. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get it posted because at this point it just doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. You know, like it's technically a pending court case, but it just doesn't matter at this point because they're not gonna really do anything anyway. They were gonna give it disorderly conduct and try to get it get it dismissed. So yeah, we're going live there. So I'm gonna go live on Instagram. You guys know my Instagram. You can find me on Kick. Go to the Kick. Go to the Rumble if you want to see it on Rumble. Maybe get premium so you have to see ads. And I'm gonna go live on there. And you know, I'm gonna kind of keep talking about this. Until I can see a reaction, some kind of response. All right. Yeah, actually, if you want them, I'll send them to you. Just let me know. I can arrange that. Oh yeah, and also, if anyone does know about the case, this is kind of a major part I left out. The number below is a number to the state's attorney's office. Complain as a citizen because they are failing you. I was actually even supposed to call them at some point to ask them why they reduced it to disorderly conduct at this point, but I don't even care at this point. At this point, it's just an embarrassment, a miscarriage of justice, and it's a public issue. It's a public issue. That's what it is. So I'm gonna go live right there on Instagram, on Kick, and on Rumble, and we're gonna go through the chat logs. I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read them all. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I would say anyone can call. Like, honestly, give them hell. They have the number 312-603-1880. I think I'm probably gonna share it out on the Big MVCap channel too, as far as just the links to my links. But we're gonna do a chat log reading. But yeah, definitely. I think this should be a national embarrassment. So I think the entire nation should get in on this. Like they have a better chance of throwing me in contempt in court or something rather than take this case seriously. So I don't care at this point. But yeah, gonna go live there. We're gonna read the chat logs.